Thank you.
Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to Bobcat Country. I'm Joey Trombley, along with Calvin Castine. It is the 15th of October, 2013, and this is a much-anticipated matchup here in Division II. Chazy is in first place. Northern Adirondack is in second place in the division right now, and Chazy's up. If you go by the point system, they're up by 3 points. They have one more victory than Northern Adirondack, and they have one more tie than Northern Adirondack, but there's 2 games left in the season, so this is a big game for the Bobcats. If they win this game, they get within 1 point of winning the division. Chazy will head out to Ticonderoga tomorrow to end the regular season, so they have to win one of these 2 games, and a lot of pressure here right off by the Bobcats. And the Bobcats came to George Brenler Field earlier this year, and Chazy and Northern Adirondack played to a 0-0 tie. It was a very entertaining game. The first half could have went either way. The second half went the slight edge to Northeastern, but it's the goalie to Northeastern, Northern Adirondack, and the edge in that game, and we would have called her the all-star of the game, was the goalie for Northern Adirondack, and that was Anna Lajway. She just played big-time soccer goalie at the George Brenler Field, and it's kind of a treat for me to be here, Calvin, because we usually do the games at the George Brenler Field, but here we are in Bobcat Country.
And this game was rescheduled from its original date due to inclement weather, and as we got closer to Ellenburg, the weather got more and more inclement tonight, so hopefully it'll hold off.
It was more because of lightning, thunderstorms, and for the most part they don't cancel games because of rain normally. It's because of lightning, but we've had that happen a couple times this year.
That's right. We had a boys game up here that was stopped before halftime. It happened to be Chazy and NAC. And then about a week ago we had some games. Everybody rescheduled because of the weather forecast. It turned out that the lightning didn't really come up to the northern tier, but it's better to err on the side of caution than to get out here and wish you had rescheduled it.
Well, actually, you bring up that game. They're coming back here tomorrow. The boys are heading back here to Bobcat Country tomorrow. And
2 days from now. 17th.
It's the 17th, yeah, on Thursday. And they got to start that game where it ended, because the first half hadn't ended. There was like around 10 minutes and seconds, 10 minutes or so left in the first half, with the varsity boys leading the NAC boys 3-2, but they'll start from that point.
All right, and I asked Rob McAuliffe if they have to start from when it left off, if they had to restart the game at 5:25, which was the approximate time that the game was halted, and he said no.
He said no. He said they're starting fresh?
No, at 5:25 p.m.
Oh, 5:25 p.m. Okay. I was watching the game as you were saying that. Okay. All right. Well, here early on, the Bobcats on their home field have been in the Chazy territory here in the first half, and Northern Adirondack will be a formidable opponent in Class C. After this week, they'll be going to playoffs in soccer, and Chazy is in Class D. Northern Adirondack is in Class C, and in the Class C, here come the Bobcats, and here's a nice opportunity, and they score, and it looked like it was Ellie Warwick, and that doesn't surprise me at all. She had a very strong game up at Chazy, and she came right down and she finished. Logan Baker came off the line to do what she had to do, but Warwick is a finisher for the Bobcats, and she scores.
Yeah, Ellie Warwick has been a real tough competitor. Her sister was the same way. Her sister was probably about 5-6 inches taller than her, but Ellie is no slouch out there. She is one tough competitor.
Well, and of course, it's no surprise she gets the assist from Rachel Venn, and Rachel, the junior, is having an awesome year here for the Bobcats. So the Venn-Warwick connection is not a surprise. It's, if you go back to the Seton Catholic team, you got the Carpenter girl with Spittler and Murnane. So each team has a combination, and this was the NAC combination, and they struck early. I know the Northern Adirondack girls were very pleased to get out of the George Brenler Stadium with the tie down in Chazy, and boy, if they can win this game, that would just make them that much more happier. And it is Laporte gets a shot off, and Lajoie's there, but a nice play by Hannah Lauren coming across, getting the ball up over to Kaylee Laporte. Got the shot off. It was not as hard as I'm sure she'd like, and Lajoie was there. So Chazy's got to put some pressure on, and you got to watch out for Rachel Pombrio. She's one of the finishers here for Chazy, and it will be a corner kick. So a nice play by Pombrio to take it off the defense. So we have a corner kick, and coming back from the stopper position in the defensive end is Amber Polomsky. She has a strong kick for the Lady Eagles, and she will set up here as it's we approach the 35-minute mark. It's 1-0 the Bobcats on an Ellie Warwick goal. A nice play, a good play set up by Rachel Venn. Here's the shot just outside the box. It lands, and it's cleared out by the defense. And I didn't pick up on that number, but over there it is Bailey Pepper, and she's got to be careful. She's got Rachel Venn, Pepper and Venn, and that's a nice battle over there. Bailey Pepper's a strong defensive fullback for Chazy, and of course we know about Rachel Venn getting the first assist here in the first half. And I got to admit, Calvin, it's different calling the game at ground level when we're used to being elevated at the George Bremer Field.
Well, if you want to get up in the top of the booth, go right ahead. I'll stay down here.
I don't know how you'd get up there. I don't think in my younger days I could have got up there, Calvin. No, we'll stay right where we are right here. And it's Olivia Blaze back there for Chazy, being challenged by Venn. Venn takes care of that ball, and it's Latchmore sends it up. It'll work its way off the end line, so a throw in here for the Bobcats. And one thing about the Northern Adirondack Bobcat team, and you've been following this too for the last few years, they've come a long way in the last 3 years.
Yeah, they didn't have much of a letdown. Basketball's where they've really come along. They haven't had much of a letdown. They've been competitive right along in soccer, not necessarily as strong as some of their strongest teams maybe 10 years ago, but still very competitive. But it's the start, I think, of a good era for Bobcat sports, boys and girls. They got a lot of talented kids out here, and both programs are doing extremely well in just about every sport.
Yes, they are, and you definitely see that. And it was a foul on Venn. So Polonsky quickly gets the shot up, trying the element of surprise here. Is Courtney Gilmore getting the shot off, and it is a goal kick. Johnny Sachs says goal kick, no deflection, no substitutions. So it will be a goal kick here for the Bobcats, and it looks like Jillian Scott will take the kick here for the Bobcats here on the goal kick. And of course we know Johnny Sachs from Chazy is one of the officials on the far side. I'm not sure who the other person is. Do you know, Calvin?
It looks like Jay Hamilton from over here.
Is that what it is?
I haven't seen him all year, so that's my best guess right now.
I'm not familiar with Jay, but we'll go with what Calvin said, Jay Hamilton. And Chazy's putting some pressure on, and they're just getting out of the reach of Hannah Lauren, who's been hanging around Lajoie, but just a little too far ahead of her. She can't get enough on get to the ball to finish here, but after being in Chazy territory for the first 5 minutes, Chazy's done a good job, but now on the counterattack comes the Bobcats, and it's Juliana Gardner working her way down, sends it across, and it is Olivia Blaze trying to control Gardner and Blaze. Blaze wins that battle, sends it up. Nobody there for Chazy, and it's knocked away by Megan Burnell trying to get the ball up over to Megan McGee. It is Blaze goes down, pushed up through, and again, watch out for Gardner, and a good play by Logan Baker to call for that ball. She works her way to the 18, gives a punt here to the near sideline, controlled by number 1 McKenna McGee, and it's controlled by the Bobcats. Lauren stepping up to the ball. It's Lauren trying to get by 2 players, and defensively Alexis Boris is there for the Bobcats. It's knocked out of bounds, and Hannah Hayes will take the throw in here for Chazy. She tries to find Lauren. It goes off of the Bobcats. Johnny Sachs says Chazy ball, so they move it about 10 yards down the line. Throw-in comes in, headed up by Laporte and back over onto the feet of Gardner. She's trying to go simple with it, but it's taken away by Gardner, away from Hayes. Coming back to help out is Latchmore. She chips it up, but it goes onto the feet of Megan McGee. Now Polomsky trying to clear it. Goes to Olivia Blaze here to the near sideline and pushed back, and Blaze goes back there. She has Gardner with her. Gardner takes it away from Blaze. Blaze recovers, and Blaze wins that battle. Now sends it up. Good effort by Olivia Blaze. and it's come to the near sideline, and it goes off of Courtney Gilmore. So it'll be a throw-in here for the Bobcats, and it's number 6 Megan Burnell with the throw-in. She's trying to find Gardner. Hayes steps up. She pushes it up over to Gilmore. Courtney Gilmore sends it up, trying to find Lauren. It goes off of Boris, so a throw-in for Chazy. Hannah Hayes coming down the line, and it's Hannah Lauren. Has some space, gets by the defense. Lauren looking to take it in, sends it across, trying to find number 1 Pombrio. It's chopped up in the air, knocked up in the air, and it's picked up by Lajway. So Chazy's going to have to get some good opportunities to get it by Lajway. Again, she had a very strong game at the George Brendler Field earlier this year. Ball headed by Laporte, but it's picked up by number 6 Megan Burnell. It's chipped into Chazy territory. Going back there is Olivia Blaze for Chazy. Sends it back toward midfield, but it's knocked up toward the offensive end by Megan McGee. Comes to the near side over to Gardner. Gardner just outside the 18. Makes the move by Blaze. Gardner gets a weak left shot off with her left foot, but a good try by Gardner using her left foot.
Yeah. Being ambidextrous, I think you can still say dexterous even though it's feet.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And
it's important, in any sport.
Well, Calvin and I, we've been doing double duty today. We had a talking business segment today.
We're going to be doing triple duty, really.
Well, we will be sure. Yeah, well, actually, I'll get to that in a second. But we were doing double duty earlier. We went to D&D Meats for a encore presentation. And that was an entertaining show today with their new smoke machine that they have there.
Yes.
And they let us taste some of the fine smoked meats that they have there, which was very nice of them.
And some cheese, curds.
Some curds, yeah. It was nice.
No way, though, just curds.
That's right. Pombrio trying to turn around here. Pombrio being guarded by Durnan.
Whoa.
And Lajway's there. And after this game, we're going to be hustling back. Not so much you. You're heading over to where?
I'm going to Northeastern for volleyball, PHS at Northeastern Volleyball.
And I'm going to head to the George Brendler Field. The Westport boys are in town, and Joe the Fish will be there.
Okay, and it's senior night there.
It's senior night, and then we're hoping that Sean Rogers will show up. I left a message for him. I'll be there for the first half, and I'll be doing the introductions for the seniors at halftime, but then I have to leave for the second half. So Joe and Sean will take over. So we have a real tag team situation going on here today for Hometown Cable. And of course, Calvin, I know you're wondering where I'm going to be for the second half.
But I got an idea.
But it's pool night. It's pool night.
That rhymes with, it starts with P and it rhymes with T and it stands for trouble, Joey.
It stands for trouble. Why is that, Calvin?
I don't know. That's what the music man taught me. That's, Pool is trouble. I don't know.
Pool is trouble. I've never heard that one.
You never heard that song?
No. Pool is trouble. No.
No. Pool. Starts with P, that rhymes with T, and that stands for trouble.
Oh, are we talking about the Music Man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. And it is Latchimore sending it up over to Laporte. Gets by Laporte. Pombrio's there. She switches fields, trying to get it up over to Lindsay Gilmore. It goes over her head. She's trying to keep it in, and she takes it off of the defense. So nice play by Lindsay Gilmore. Throw-in comes in. It is Lauren. Chips it outside the box. Courtney Gilmore is there, but she's being challenged by Durnan. And it's chipped up into Chazy territory. Blaze is there. She chips it back up to Polomsky. Polomsky trying to switch fields, but it goes onto the foot of Ben. Nice pass by Megan McGee. Quickly they try to get it over to Ellie Warwick, who has the first and only goal here in this game at 26:39 of the first half. Bobcats winning this game. Knocked away by Bailey Pepper out of bounds. And stepping up for the throw-in is Paige Chilton for the Bobcats. There's the throw-in by Chilton onto Warwick. Knocked back out of bounds, so we have throw-in here for the Bobcats. Chilton comes in, getting onto the feet of Megan McGee, and it works its way off the end line, so we have a goal kick. And checking in for Chazy is Lily Hayes. Coming out of the game is Hannah Lauren. And yes, I should remind people, I'm doing triple duty today, but in between I have done real estate today too. So it's been a balancing act today.
I have, on the way before I came here, I did check, and we are set for Sunny Hill Farm next week.
It is.
Talking business, unless it rains.
So you talked to Mr. Sutcliffe then?
Yes.
All right. Well, that'll be an interesting show too. Gilmore trying to get a shot off. And the foul goes against Courtney Gilmore. Coach Karen Sherman does not like the call by Johnny Sachs. She thought they were both pushing off. So she thought it was 50-50. Of course, she saw Gilmore's right foot ready to crank up there. So she was hoping she'd get that call.
She thought it was only 45-55, right?
That's right.
Yeah, not 50-50.
You're gonna blow those all day long, Coach.
Johnny Sachs, get ready for it. I'm going to blow them all day long. So we'll call them all day Sachs here today, here at Northern Adirondack. And running back there is Gilmore. And we have fun with Johnny because he's a Chazy guy, but he's an excellent official out there.
Most coaches want every call, you know.
Well, yeah. Because their team never does anything wrong. I mean, I know on teams I play for, we never did anything wrong.
No, it's always the other guy.
Absolutely not.
It's when you get between two strong groups of fans, and one sees one game and another group sees the other game, and
they're all watching the same
guys
game.
on the floor in the basketball game see an entirely different game. You know, they see what they see, and so you got 3-4 versions out there sometimes.
Well, there are times I wonder why we even have officials out there. If you listen to the fans, you don't need officials.
No.
But here's Pombrio getting by the defense. Pombrio coming in. A Greenhold, Coach Trombley thought she had the call. It went against her. So Coach Trombley is not happy right now. She thought for sure she had that. She thought she had the...
She's close to getting a card. She just kicked the back of the dugout.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing to do.
No.
She thought she was getting that call, and it went against her, because that would have been dangerous if they did get the call. But, as you say, everybody sees it a little differently.
Yeah. But, don't destroy the furniture in the meantime. Yeah.
I agree with that. And it's picked up by Latchmore. Latchmore has it knocked away. And oh, jeez.
Green push right there, ladies.
That'll teach her, huh?
And a green push there, and poor Courtney Gilmore took a shot
for a while.
from Megan McGee while she was down.
She's holding back the tears.
Yeah, well, that stung. That stung.
Yeah, there was only about a yard difference between the foot and the ear.
That poor young lady, that hurt. But Courtney is a strong competitor, and she's staying in the game. She's not going to let that affect her, even though there's a little sting there. Johnny Sachs is getting tired of what the holding and the pushing as he sees it from the Chazy green here. So we have Taylor Durnan taking the kick here for the Bobcats.
Now you mentioned that John Sachs, a Chazy boy, the Northern Adirondack coaches. I first met Sharon Relation 28 years ago when I started doing Chazy games, and Chazy got cable. She was a JV, or actually modified coach, with Judy Bayshard, the varsity coach for the soccer. Mm-hmm. And of course, the girl who had just graduated with that very successful team the year before was Carol Latchmore, who's Carol Lyons, is Sharon Relation's assistant.
Oh, nice play by Baker to pop that out of there. And a good play by Baker not trying to catch that ball, because that's where danger can happen. So a nice play to punch that out of there by Logan Baker. Ball's at midfield.
As long as you don't foul it off.
Well, yeah, play out. But it was a good play.
Yeah, it turned out to be a good play.
It was a great play.
Either way, you're taking a chance, because it could hit the side of your fist instead of in your fist. If you try to catch it, it can slip through your fingers. So there's no sure play on that.
No, not at all. And especially when you're playing a solid team like the Bobcats, who can finish, and they can take advantage of any mistake. and Hayes trying to get to the ball. It's knocked out of bounds. So a throw in for Chazy, and it's Hannah Hayes coming up from the defensive end. She gets it up to her sister Lily Hayes, and it's knocked back out. So another throw in. Gilmore will take it. She goes down trying to find Hayes, and it is Hayes battling for the ball, and again knocked out of bounds. So we have a substitution here. We have Hannah Lauren checking into the game. Lily Hayes coming out of the game, and a deep throw in Bobcat territory by number 19, Kaylee Laporte. Laporte with the throw, and it goes off the feet of Megan McGee, and Ben looking to clear it out. Deflects, and it is Lauren trying to get to the ball, and they'll take a corner kick. Smart play by Alexis Boris, because at that close range, Lauren can find the back of the net. So we have Polomsky going back to take the corner kick here for the Eagles. We're at the 20-minute mark. If you're just joining us, it's 1-0 Bobcats. And it goes off, and so there's an opportunity gone by the wayside for the Eagles at 19:32. 1-0 for the Bobcats, scoring in the first 3 minutes on an Ellie Warwick goal by an assist from Rachel Venn. There's the goal kick. It gets by everybody, and it's kicked out by Warwick to the far side, trying to find Venn. Warwick to Venn. And that would be a kick on Warwick onto Bailey Pepper.
That was Venn who did that little tackle. Yeah. Wasn't Warwick.
Oh, that, yeah. I meant, yeah, Venn to foul Pepper. And there's the kick toward the open field. Nobody there for the Eagles, but for the Bobcats, and stepping up is Hannah Hayes. Hayes working her way down, getting over to Lauren. Lauren working her way to the middle of the field. Trying to load up, pushes it up over to Pombrio. Pombrio gets a shot off. She scores! Rachel Pombrio just rips a shot outside the 18, went up top shelf, right over the head of Lajway, and that had some gumph to it. And Chazy ties this game at the 18:26 mark on a nice pass from Hannah Lauren, who will get the assist, but you got to start with Hannah Hayes on the defensive end. And we're back from that goal, so we're tied here with 18 to go. And one thing that I can pick up on that is if you're going to score on Lajway, you got to go high on her with some effort on that shot. Even then, Lajway got her hand on it, but it was a lot of power on that shot by Pombrio, and it went into the upper net.
Well, these two teams have played for a full game, overtime, 20 minutes of overtime, and
20 minutes at least.
Plus here, so that's a game and a half. A game and a half and only one goal each. So. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's so here comes Pombrio. Pombrio looking to load up again. Pombrio loads up again, and Lajway saves it, loses the ball. Lauren just doesn't get there. She grabs it again, but a nice hard shot by Pombrio. So some nice things here from the Eagles here in the last 3 minutes. Some nice effort with 17:21 to go. And it's funny, the game of soccer, Calvin, you see this all the time, is a game of momentum. It goes back and forth. Some people get the momentum for a while, and Bobcats had it for a while, then Chazy had it. And now it's Ben with the ball, working her way down. She switches fields, and she's trying to get Warwick on the far side before it goes off the end line. A nice play by Pepper to knock it out of bounds. It'll be a deep throw-in. Coming over to take the throw-in is Paige Chilton for the Bobcats. As we have 16:47 to go here left in the first half. We're tied at 1 in this big matchup here in Division II. Chazy wins this game. They pretty much lock up the Division II. If they lose it, the Bobcats are within 1 point of winning the division, depending what Chazy would do tomorrow night in Ticonderoga. So a lot riding on this game. Not only do you win a division title, if the girls were to win it, they'd probably more than likely get the top seed going into the playoffs. So very interesting here what will transpire here in the final 16 minutes of the first half, and of course the final 40 minutes of the second half.
I have no idea who NAC would have on the agenda tomorrow night.
No, I have not seen that. Of course, in Class C, you have Ticonderoga, you have NAC, Seton, and Lake Placid. So, from what I've seen this year, I would say that the top 2 seeds in the C when they go to playoffs would be NAC and Seton going into the playoffs. So, I mean, if you play by seeds, you would think the championship game would be between NAC. So you would think that the Coach Sherman is really on the officials tonight, but you would think
that's so unusual.
Yeah, you would think that the championship in C would probably come down to NAC and Seton, just based on what happened during the regular season. But you can't always count on that.
No.
And Pulomsky, now if I'm Pulomsky, I'd be going top shelf here, or she might try to do a set play. She's trying to do a set play, and it is bouncing around, but nice job. It's cleared out. And I think Pulomsky has a hard enough shot that she could go right at the goalie with that close to the net. But they opted to play for a set play. It wasn't a bad set play. The ball landed on the ground. If you're an offensive player, you want that to happen. Defensively, you don't. But a good job by the Bobcats to clear it out. And nice play there by Megan McGee to take that away from Gilmore. Coming back is Olivia Blaze. Gardner. Oh, Blaze goes right between her legs. And she kicks it up, and it's Blaze. Now chips it up again. And it is taken by Laporte. Laporte now sends it across. And it is Pombrio, gets the shot off again. Diving save, scores! And Hannah Lawrence there, and what a rip by Rachel Pombrio. I don't know if she had a Wheaties this morning or what, but she's hitting some shots with a lot of velocity on it. A great save by Anna Lajway, just what she did down at the George Bremler Field. Made a dive and stop, but in this case, Hannah Lauren was there for the rebound and knocks it in, and the Eagles, who were trailing 1-0 in Bobcat territory, have come back and taken a 2-1 lead with 14:09 to go here in the first half.
Got the goal, won the assist.
At the start of the game, the Bobcats are playing with a lot of confidence, and now the Eagles are playing with a lot of confidence. So, like you said, it's a game of momentum, and and what you have to do is make sure your team, when the momentum is going the other way, that your team doesn't get too discouraged and throw in the towel too early.
Well, one thing Chazy has to do, and matter of fact, I was talking to Tom Murnane today. I had to stop by and drop some stuff off to him. And, of course, his daughter, Maddie Murnane, plays for the Seton Catholic. She's coming back from an injury. In her first game back, she scored a goal. She's a big key to that team. And I said, you guys came to the George Bremler Field. You had a 2-0 lead. And I go, what happened was you guys played, and there's a collision there. And it's cleared out. But I said, you guys had a 2-0 lead, and I said, you guys played not to lose. And I said, you got to learn when you get a lead, you got to play to win. And I said, Chazy usually does that, and hopefully the girls will do that tonight. They got the lead. They can't go into a shell. They got to keep the pressure up offensively.
Hopefully for you. I'm neutral, but...
Well, yeah, I'm just...
You have a daughter on the team.
I have a daughter on the team. I'm talking in general if you're a Chazy fan. But my point being is, if you got the lead, you got to keep what got you there. Because one thing about when you play prevent defense, and I see it in football, you see it all the time, you see it in soccer, it prevents you from winning most of the time. Because you go into this shell, hoping that the clock's going to come to an end and that you can hang on to the lead. And you got to do what got you there in the first place, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. You can do that if it's really late and you've got a comfortable lead, but you got lots of game left. You can't hang it up too quick and start assuming you've got it won. And I saw a great example of momentum last year in the Class B boys semi. I think it was either semis or the finals. Might have been the finals even. Beekmantown in Peru. Beekmantown had a comfortable 3-1 lead, and they ended up losing it 4-3.
So they try to fall back and play defense.
Well, and one man, the Spear in particular, just took over and
right.
And Once you start hearing those footsteps, you're in trouble.
Ball kept up. Hayes battling Gardner. It's Hayes and Gardner. She chips up trying to find Courtney Gilmore, but it goes out of bounds. So we have a throw in here for the Bobcats. And coming to take the throw in is Megan Brunell. Polomsky knocks it out of bounds. So if you're just joining us in this game with a lot of implications in Bobcat country, it's Chazy 2. It is the Bobcats 1 here. And actually, again, it's really a nice fall day, Calvin, for a soccer game.
Yeah, if the weather doesn't change, it'll be just fine.
And they said rain coming in tonight. I think it will miss us here.
No, but as we were heading west, it sure looked like it was coming in quick. But it looks, while we're here, it looks like it's still a ways away.
We have a little bit of sunshine coming out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying at the George Brendler Field tonight there won't be any raindrops coming down, but I'll be in the booth.
I bet you at my volleyball game I'll be nice and dry.
I'm thinking you're going to be, and I bet your hands won't be cold either.
Probably not.
But they really haven't been cold that much this year.
No, just a couple nights it was a little chilly. But.
Pombrio chipping it up. And, yeah, that would be a handball. Yeah, it was. Good call by Johnny Sachs. So we have 10:42 to go here in the first half, and it's been a very exciting first half here at the in Bobcat territory. And the ball is chipped up and caught by the official. So a throw in for Chazy. Hayes with the throw in over to Gilmore. And trying to go down the line to Hayes, or to Lauren. Gardner and Hayes have a nice battle there. And Gilmore does a nice job. Gilmore now working her way, trying to get some space. It's Gilmore sending it up, trying to find Lauren. Lauren looking to get a shot off, and it's knocked away. It goes off of Lauren, so we have a goal kick. And actually, there's a little bit of heat to that sun coming out now, Calvin.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Oh yeah, it's not hurting my feelings. And you know what's amazing? The wind's not as bad as it usually can be up here.
Yeah, it's relatively quiet tonight.
That game that was because of weather here with the boys, there must have been, a 30-mile-an-hour wind blowing from left to right here?
Yeah, but it was also 90 degrees.
yeah, but the wind was really, really strong that night.
That's good. Yeah, thunderstorm coming, but it was heat index was so high that they had to take water breaks.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And so I think the JV boys would have been in the second half if not for the water breaks. The varsity boys were still 10 minutes away.
Now my understanding is if you get to the second half and it stops, the game's done.
Yeah, it's like 4.5 innings in baseball. Same thing. You get to halfway
if there's
through
still
the game.
time in the first half, you finish it.
Yeah.
You get to the second half, the game's done. And it goes to Gardner. She goes switching fields back to the far side. And it's Warwick trying to get by Pepper. And it goes off of Pepper, so a throw in here for the Bobcats. Bobcats are trying to get the equalizer here with 8:32 to go in the first half. Chazy would like nothing more than to extend that 1-goal lead to 2, or at least get through the first half with a 1-goal lead. And it's cleared up, but right now the ball is in the defensive end of Chazy. So if you're a Bobcat fan, the pressure being put on by the Bobcats, it's Chilton with the throw-in. And it's always nice when you get two local communities that you cover playing each other.
Yes, this is what we try to do is when Chazy and Northeastern, they don't play with Northeastern, but Chazy's playing NAC, NAC's playing Northeastern, and we try to make sure we're there.
Yeah, I know that becomes the game of the week for you. And here's Polomsky. Polomsky looking to load up. Polomsky gets the shot off, but it goes wide right. So good effort by Polomsky from the defensive end, working her way down. So we have 7:29 to go. 2-1 Chazy. Ball coming to the sideline here, picked up by Gilmore. That's Courtney Gilmore. Gilmore sending it across, trying to find Pombrio. Pombrio gets a shot off, and there's that save by Lajoie. And she's a very athletic young lady there in the net, and it's a good thing that they have her there because those shots from Chazy have been some really nice shots this game.
Yeah, she's made some nice diving stops.
And it's Laporte now sending it back across, trying to switch fields. And it's Lindsay Gilmore getting the ball up over to Hayes. Now it's cleared out. Venn with the ball. It's Venn and Work. They are the dynamic duo for the Bobcats here. Ball coming up to Venn. Venn trying to get it by Olivia Blaze. Blaze looking to contain. Blaze will follow her down to contain. And Blaze does a nice job. Now it's up over to Pepper. Pepper, nobody on her, has space, working her way down the far sideline. Short kick hit by Chilton. Now comes Latchimore at the midfield. It's Latchimore and Megan Burnell just battling for that ball. Won by Burnell. Latchimore goes down. She'll get herself back up. Here comes Gilmore. And you got to watch out for this young lady. And there's a shot. She scores! Lindsay Gilmore goes top shelf from about 23 yards. And Chazy goes up 3-1. And we call her the spark plug for the Lady Eagles. Just does some really nice work there.
Not much Lajoie could do. She'd have to be a foot taller to stop that. And that's the type of shot that is going to go in more often in a girls' game than it will in a boys' game, just because the boys are usually 6 to 10 inches taller than the girls.
And I'm not sure if Coach Sherman had preached this to them coming into this game to get the shots high, because God knows they couldn't get it by her when they were hitting her low at the George Brendler field. And all these goals have been high shots that, of course, Lajoie's had some trouble with. So 5:57 to go. Chazy now goes ahead 3-1. That's what we talked about earlier. You got to play to win, not play to hopefully for the clock to run out. So Chazy's just been putting the pressure on, and that's what you need to do. And they did a good job there to extend that lead. And who knows, there could be more goals both ways before this first half is ended. Both teams are very capable of scoring. And for a game in Chazy that ended 0-0, we have 4 goals in the first half. It's a far cry from that first game, Calvin. And Coach Sherman is saying, don't settle, you keep it going. And that's good coaching by Coach Sherman. And it is Gilmore trying to send it across, and it will be a nice play defensively by McKenna McGee. So it'll be a throw in here for Chazy deep into Bobcat territory with 5:07 to go. If you're just joining us, I'm Joey Trombley. On the camera is the founding father himself, Calvin Castine of Hometown Cable. And we are in Bobcat country in this big matchup between two Division II powerhouses, the Bobcats of NAC and the Eagles of Chazy. Chazy leading 3-1 with 4:47 to go. We have a Pombrio goal, we have a Lauren goal, we have a Gilmore goal, and that would be Lindsay Gilmore. So 3-1 Chazy. Bobcat scored first on a Warwick goal from Rachel Venn, which is not a surprise. They are the two players that you kind of count on the most when you're a Bobcat fan, and not knocking away from the other players, but it's Warwick and Ben that you see a lot in the papers this year. And it is going to come back, and it's Gilmore trying to control it. And McKenna McKee sends it up toward midfield. Now it's Venn at midfield. She has 2 players. She has Warwick to her right. She has Garner to her left. And it's Venn trying to get by the defense. And this is dangerous. And it is going to be a penalty kick here. There's going to be a penalty kick on Olivia Blaze, taking down Venn. And the reality is that's a good foul, Calvin, because Venn had the step on her, and she probably would have finished that if it wasn't for Blaze taking her down. There are good fouls and not good fouls. That was a good foul. And as I said, you see some more goals for this first half either way, and I think we might see it right here. So they aren't going to give it to Venn. They're calling up number 11, so they're calling up Taylor Durnan from the defensive end. So I'm sure that coach practices these during practice, and I'm sure that Durnan's probably one of the better players that shoots penalty kicks here.
Well, when you get to shootouts, usually it's 3 or 4 that go in and out of 5. So, you know, penalty kick, you got a 60 to 75% chance of scoring on it.
And Durden. John Sachs is saying something here.
Said to start it, but
Oh,
they didn't need to start it.
okay. All right. So Durden goes up top shelf. Baker had no chance. And we have ourselves a game here. Is an exciting game here for sure. 3-2 in the first half. And again, a far cry from the game at the George Brendler Field where it was 0-0. As I like to tell Joe, this has been a very entertaining game, Calvin.
You got a sub? A sub, Jay.
Jay says, stick to the camera, Calvin. I got the
He's
whistle.
not looking around.
It's Pombrio trying to work her way down.
Everybody fell down on that. The guys with the horn here next to us, the coach, and the referees. And the player, too. You got to holler out. Hey.
And there's another hard shot, and it is Lajoie's there. Pombrio gets the shot off. So 3:22 to go. And, you know, in this game here, Calvin, you look at this, you don't feel comfortable for any team right now because this can go either way.
Yeah.
You know, you can watch some games, you know, you see the flow of the game going, okay, this team's not going to come back.
Over, yeah.
This one here, it can go either way.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a corner kick here for Chazy. No, it went off of Lauren, it looks like. So it's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, poor Danya Burrow was freezing here on the sideline.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to say that, too. We're comfortable with our jackets on, but she's out there and she's trying to stay warm.
Yeah. Chilton comes off for the Bobcats. So there's the goal kick. And the ball comes up over to Gardner. Gardner being guarded by Hayes, sends it to the middle, and she gets it to the player she needs to get it to. Here comes Van, and Blaze just gets rid of it. So it'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats. And stepping up from the defensive end is Megan Brunell. Gets the throw in, trying to get to the feet of Megan McGee, back to Brunell. Now chips it up, trying to find Venn. Goes off of Venn, and it is Laporte, gets it up over to Latchmore. Latchmore has it knocked away by Venn. Latchmore now sends it up, trying to find Lauren. And it's Lombard, the ball coming to the near sideline. And it is a Chazy throw-in. It will be Courtney Gilmore with the throw-in. She sends it to the open space, but back there is Brunell. She switches fields, trying to find that Burrow, who's just checked into the game, but it's the spark plug, Gilmore, and that's Lindsay Gilmore, gets the shot off, and it's cleared outside the 18, and it goes on to the foot of Megan McGee. But Gilmore's there for Chazy. Gilmore gets by one player. She'll work her way down. Now she sends it across, gets it to Pombrio, and it's cleared out. So it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. We have 1:17 to go here left in the first half. Chazy leading Northern Adirondack 3-2. Pombrio looking to turn. Now she gets the shot off again, and Lajoie is there. And Lajoie will work her way to the 18. And there's the punt shy of midfield. Controlled by Venn. Venn trying to get it by Polomsky. Polomsky gets it up over to Laporte. And now it's knocked up. And Hayes does a nice job stepping up. And it goes by number 1, McKee, but she recovers. Handball on Gilmore with 31 seconds to go here in the half. And doesn't seem to be any kind of urgency here for the Bobcats. And it's pushed back up over to Boris, but the kick will be taken by Jillian Scott. And the ball comes to the near sideline, and McKee trying to get the shot off McGee. Knocked out of bounds, so we have 3 seconds here. So the first half will come to an end here in Bobcat country. Chazy trailing 1-0 early, come back with 3 unanswered goals. But it is a Taylor Durning goal late in the second half off a penalty kick. First half, and Chazy will end the first half with a 3-2 lead.
Look at all that sunshine, Joey.
We're back.
Yeah.
We are back with sunshine and start a second half. And if this second half is as entertaining as the first half, you're in for quite a treat here. It's 3-2 Chazy in the first half. And the Bobcats come out starting the second half the way they started the first half. In Chazy territory, putting pressure up. But it's Laporte working her way toward midfield, chipping it up, trying to find Pombrio. And it's cleared out by Jillian Scott. Warwick sends it up over to the feet of Megan McGee. And she's taken down by Laporte. And it'll be a quick kick. And a quick kick trying to do a little surprise here. Back there is Blaze for Chazy looking to control. She sends it up over to, luckily she didn't get called there. And it goes on to the foot of Shelby Gagno. Trying to find Pombrio. Pombrio being guarded by Taylor Durnan. She chips it up over to Gilmore. Courtney Gilmore gets by one player. It's Gilmore. It's get picked up by Hannah Lauren. Lauren being guarded by Alexis Boris. She gets the shot across far side, and it is Shelby Gagno trying to get to the ball. Chilton knocks it up to the end line, or the sideline here. Gagno gets there first. Turn, chips it up toward the outside the box. Pombrio has it knocked away. Now it's pushed over to Megan McGee. Ball sent up. Out of bounds here at midfield, so we have a throw in here for Chazy. It's Pepper with the throw in for the Eagles. Up over to Latchimore. Latchimore. And she can't keep it in, but a good job defensively by Megan McGee just to contain her. So we have a throw in here for McKenna McGee. She tries to get it onto the feet of Ellie Warwick. What's that?
Actually, I was Durnan.
Yeah, I saw the number 1. I went right for it. It was Durnan, yeah. Her shirt was kind of flapping there a little bit, and I saw the 1. Well, you're right on it. You're right on it, Calvin.
Which one did you see? Did you see?
I saw the one on the left. I saw the left one.
Left one, okay.
But it could have been the right one. I don't know. When you add them up, it's 11.
Yeah.
Not 2.
No, that's right.
It's 11. So we have Laporte on the far side. Now that would be McKenna McGee on the far side, number 1. Out of bounds, so we have a throw in here for Chazy. And it's Gilmore trying to work her way through. Gilmore gets the shot across, and it goes by Shelby Gagno. Chilton and Gagno battling for the ball here. And it's taken down by Gagno, so it will be a kick here for the Bobcats. And Chilton taking her time getting up, and it looks like she might have hurt her ankle. And Chilton is down. And we're back, and they've helped Paige Chilton off. And I didn't realize this, Calvin. She's only an 8th grader, and she's quite an athlete for an 8th grader.
Yeah, she's and this isn't her only sport. She's a big part of that. She will be playing. Hopefully, if she's not injured, will be a big part of that basketball team this year.
Yeah, yeah, she's a tall young player, so I'm sure she does well in basketball.
Start the clock. Okay. Clock is on now.
So I guess they forgot to start the clock.
That happens.
Yeah, it happens. So it'll be a kick here for the Bobcats. And it's chipped up here to the near side, headed by Laporte, over to Pombrio. And Durnan is there, so she kicks it out of bounds. So a throw in here for Chazy. It'll be Shelby Gagno with the throw in here for the Eagles.
Steve Chilton Sr. over there, her grandfather.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, granddad, okay. And it is number 19, Gardner. And it's chipped up toward the center of the field, out of bounds. So a throw in here for the Bobcats. And Calvin, if you'd have told me we'd been up at Ellenberg on the 15th of October, I would have never guessed it would have been this nice.
I said, no, do we have to?
Yeah, I said, well, yeah. Do I put my snowmobile outfit on here?
Run down your hard, kid. You're running hard. Hard to everything.
And what's nice, too, is there's still a lot of color left. And
yeah, there is. It's actually beautiful scenery around here.
Talk to her, Ellie. Talk to her. Talk to her, Ellie.
they'd tear down that senior housing and get a better view than the other direction there.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Of course, Calvin's just saying that in jest. So it is Pombrio trying to work her way around Durnan. And it is Laporte. And we have a corner kick. She was looking for the corner kick. Johnny Sachs calls it. So it is Polomsky will work her way to take the corner kick here for Chazy with 35-17 to go. We played about 5 minutes here in the second half. Chazy leading 3-2. A barrage of goals in the first half. 5 goals total. 3 for Chazy, 2 for the Bobcats. And there's the shot on the side of the net. So another opportunity gone by the wayside for the Eagles. And quickly, the kick comes from the goal kick. And it comes to the near side, and it's Warwick. Warwick trying to work her way down the line, trying to get by Pepper. Pepper and Warwick battling for the ball. Pushed back to Burrow. Burrow chips it up. And it's Warwick, and it is Blaze. Now chipping it up. Nice play by Blaze. Nobody there for Chazy. Coming over to help out is Laporte. And it goes off of Laporte for Chazy. And he goes, no, it went off. Burrow, I guess he didn't have the angle we had.
I don't know. John saw something we didn't see.
Yep. Well, he had a different angle than we had. And that's the other thing when people don't realize when you know, we have this angle, he's out there at a different angle, you call it the way you see it. And from his angle, it probably did look that way.
Yeah.
And coming off the line is Baker. So Baker will work her way to the 18. Oh, nice play. And Blaze chips it up, trying to find Shelby Gagno. To Laporte goes to the far side over to Courtney Gilmore. Gilmore working her way by McGee. Goes off of McGee, so it's a throw in for Chazy. Going down to Lauren. Lauren being battled by Alexis Boris. She knocks out of bounds, throw in for Gilmore. Gilmore gets it up over to Laporte. Laporte has it knocked away. She's still battling. And it's cleared out by McGee. And it'll be another throw in for Chazy. And it is Gilmore again gets the ball in. Again goes off for the Bobcats. So Chazy moving the ball ever so little on the far sideline. But they're working their way down toward the goal line. And Pombrio just outside the 18. And Pombrio using her arm to shield her off, and a foul call. Johnny Sachs says you can't do that. And you think by this stage of the game, the girls would realize what the officials are calling.
Right.
Just saying. So we have 32-39 to go, and it is Polomsky, far side. Polomsky getting by McGee, trying to send it through. Polomsky rips a shot off the defense, and it's cleared up to midfield, knocked away by Pepper. Back to Laporte, who sends it all the way back to Latchmore. Latchmore now chips it up over to Gilmore, so nice movement by the Lady Eagles using the open field, finding the passes. And it is Gilmore. Now sends it to the 18 over to Laporte. Laporte trying to control. Chipped up by Lauren, but Lajoie's there. Off the head of Pepper, she has it right back up over to Laporte. Near sideline over to Gagno. Gagno recovers. Gagno battling number 3 Warwick. Sent up to Venn. Venn has it knocked away. Now she gets by. This is dangerous. And nice recovery by Hannah Hayes. And Hannah Hayes, because it was Venn getting by 2 very, very solid defenders for Chazy, getting by Polomsky, getting by Olivia Blaze. And it was the sophomore, Hannah Hayes, coming on strong on the weak side to recover and to put some pressure on Venn, who couldn't get the shot off that she wanted. So we have a goal kick here for the Eagles. And it is Latchmore gets it up over to Gagno. Gagno has it knocked away by Latchmore, now picked up by Laporte. Laporte, nice play by Megan Burnell. She sends it up, and Blaze trying to clear it up, but it goes off the body of Megan McGee. And it is Blaze pushing it up, and it is now Gagno. Stephanie Gagno working her way down, but hustling back is Dania Burrow. And it is, there's the shot, And it goes right into the hands of Lashway. But a nice shot by number 4 for Chazy, Shelby Gagnon. So we're approaching the 30-minute mark. 10 minutes gone by here in the second half. Chazy leading 3-2. And nice play by Hayes. She'll now chip it up, trying to find Lauren. And now knocked up by the defense. And a nice play by, I couldn't get her number for, it was Jillian Scott, it looked like.
5.
What's that?
5.
Number 5, yeah, Jillian Scott. And it's chipped up again off of Warwick and knocked away by Polomsky. And it's Pombrio pushes it over, and it is Laporte trying to get a shot off, but a good play by Dernan. But a good hustle by Courtney Gilmore to hustle the ball down, going to the far sideline trying to find Lauren. Lauren looking to try to cut it in, and it goes off of number 4, Alexis Boris. So we have a corner kick here for Chazy, and coming into the game in for Chazy is Lindsay Gilmore, the spark plug, and number 11, Maritza Lester. And coming out is Polomsky, and coming out is Gagnon. And there's the corner kick. And it deflects off of number 5, so it'll be another corner kick. Another corner kick, it goes off of Jillian Scott. So Latchmore will take this kick here. And there's another feed. Laporte trying to get a shot off. And it's knocked out by the defense. And it's Hayes. Now chips it back, trying to find Lauren. Controlled by McGee. McGee sends it to the middle of the field, picked up by Latchmore. Latchmore sending it, trying to send it through, but there's a wall of defenders there for the Bobcats. And now it's Pepper with the ball. Pepper has it knocked away. And Van could not get her foot around on it, so it's out of bounds on the Bobcats, throwing for the Eagles. And it is Laporte. Laporte sends it across. And it is Gilmore trying to get a shot off. Courtney Gilmore has a hard shot. It deflects hard off of Jillian Scott. And a good thing Scott was there, because Gilmore has a rocket of a shot. And it deflects off the defender, goes off a Chazy player, so it's a goal kick with 28 minutes to go. And Pepper trying to get it up over to Gilmore. And it is Laporte, sends it back to the sweeper position. Blaze switches fields, gets it onto the feet of Pepper. Pepper's in at midfield, and she put Lester on the defensive end at fullback position as she took out Polomsky and she took out Gagnon about a couple minutes ago. So we're throwing for Courtney Gilmore for Chazy. Trying
The
to,
guys from the egg farm over on the other side.
the guys from the egg farm on the other side.
The guys we interviewed at the egg farm. The Latchmore.
Where is he? I'm not even paying attention. I assume Curtis is over there.
Curtis has got the gray sleeves with his, and
He's covering his eyes right
yeah,
now?
yeah.
Okay. Those chicken farmers. That doesn't bode well up here in Ellenburg.
Chicken farmers.
Well, yeah, we got dairy farmers up
That's
here.
right. And
Not chicken farmers.
lots of horses too.
A lot of horses, too. And nice play by Blaze just to knock it away up over to Latchmore. Keeping it simple, getting up over to Lauren. Lauren trying to make a move, sends it up, trying to find Gilmore, and that's Lindsay Gilmore. And it's cleared up to the near sideline. Lester's there for Chazy. Lester against Warwick. Warwick gets it up over to Van. Latchmore knocked up, and it's far ahead, and Baker has no problem coming off her line. Get that ball with 26:19 to go here left in the game.
First half. Or second half. I mean, not in the game, in the second half.
It's the game right now. Second half, it goes to a tie, then we'll worry about that. I'm saying game. I don't think there's going to be a tie.
Okay.
It may be 4-3 one way or the other, but I don't think it's going to be a tie.
Okay.
But it's amazing how both defenses have tightened up here in the second half. And that is going to be a goal kick. So coming into the game is Olivia Pazer, coming in for the first time. And it looks like Gardner coming out for the Bobcats. Nope.
Looks like Ben coming out. Oops.
Oh,
Two.
nope.
Oh, yeah,
Just
good.
one.
Yeah,
Just one. Well, I was concerned. I mean, I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
I was wondering
Yeah.
that they called Ben over. And they're playing for that break. And nice pass. Blaze is there. And she knocks it away from Ben.
I'll see if Coach Lattimore hadn't called her over here, she would have been in better position for that ball.
Right, we'll blame that on Carol. Of course, she'll see this film and she's Calvin, you better be careful. No more donations coming from the Lattimore family. Start talking like that.
Oh, I think Glenn will keep coming.
Pulofsky's checked into the game, and Lester is coming out of the game, and a good few minutes from Lester. And it goes off of Chazy, so we have a throw in here for the Bobcats. And it is Durnan will take the throw in. Durnan down the line off the head of Polomsky. So the Bobcats moving the ball down the sideline with throw-ins. And it's pushed to the center of the field. And Warwick looking to load up. And she gets the shot off, but she had to go shoot quickly. And Baker was there. So we are approaching the 24-minute mark. A ton of scoring in the first half. We've seen no scores here in the second half. Chazy leading the Bobcats 3-2. And it goes off to Lauren. Lauren trying to work her way around Boris, but Boris is a strong defender for the Bobcats. And it is Lauren. There's Boris doing her job, but doing what she's supposed to do out there, and that's disrupt Lauren, and she's done a nice job with that. So a throw in here for the Bobcats. Ball's into the open field, but it's controlled by the Eagles. It's Gilmore over to Laporte, back over to Gilmore, but too far ahead of her, so it'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats. And running over to take the throw in is Megan Brunell. And it goes right off of Hayes, right to Gilmore. Gilmore turns inside, but defensively McKenna McGee was there, knocks it out of bounds, so a throw in for Chazy, just inside Bobcat territory. Today is the 15th of October 2013. I'm Joey Trombley, along with Calvin Castine, carrying this game here in Northern Adirondack in Bobcat country, between this big matchup between the Eagles and the Bobcats. There's a shot by and oh, what an opportunity for Chazy. It was Pompeo getting the shot off. It comes off of Lajway. Ball was high. Lauren had to put her head on it and puts it over the net. So the Bobcats dodged the bullet there, Calvin.
Our ball, White, our ball!
And there's the kick up. Headed by Laporte over to Lauren. Lauren goes to the open space here. And back there is defense for the Bobcats. Sent up, controlled by Pepper. Pepper has some space. Pepper trying to push it through, but a good job defensively of Megan McGee. She knocks it out of bounds, so a throw in. No, it goes off of Gilmore. Went off of Gilmore, so a throw in here for the Bobcats. It is Durnan with the throw in. She gives it down to Warwick. Warwick can't keep it in, so we have a throw in here for the Bobcat, or the Eagles, and it will be Lauren.
See, Chilton's still got her foot elevated. There's no chance she's going back in today.
Yeah, I don't think she'll go back in, and I think it's probably a wise move. You want to save her not only for the playoffs of soccer, we want to make sure she's ready for basketball too. I'm assuming she'll probably make the varsity.
I would assume so.
And here goes Van, and Van pushing it in. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. And it goes through, and Warwick was there, but it was just too far out of her reach. And any closer, the Eagles actually dodged the bullet there. Beautiful play by Rachel Venn, and it's that combination, Venn and Warwick, but they just couldn't connect right there, but it was very, very close with 20:57 to go. Chazy leading 3-2. And I won't say they're clinging to a 3-2 lead because this game's going back and forth. It's almost like two heavyweight boxers, Calvin, just going after each other. And hey, when the bell ends, we'll see who's standing. And it's just that kind of game right here.
It's end-to-end action right now, which is good. It's better than 18-18 action.
Oh yeah. No, this has been a very solid, entertaining soccer game. Two quality teams, and you're seeing what you'd kind of expect coming up here to the Bobcat field here today, and it's everything we expected and more. And it's pushed up over to Lauren. Lauren now chips it up over to Laporte, back up over to Gilmore. So nice ball movement here by the Eagles. Sent up trying to find Pombrio. Durnan's there. Pombrio looking to turn. She's outside the 18, gives it up, trying to find Pepper, but a good job by the defense, and it'll work its way off the end line. So we have a throw in here for Chazy. It's Lindsay Gilmore. Gives it up over to Laporte. Laporte being guarded by Megan Burnell. Laporte sends it along the line. It'll be a corner kick here that went off of Durnan. So we're under 20 minutes to go. Corner kick, and Latchmore will take the corner kick here for Chazy.
And the refs will switch sides.
And the officials again, Johnny Sachs and
Jay Hamilton.
Jay Hamilton from the Ausable area, right?
Yeah, Keysville, Ausable area. Yeah.
And Latchmore chipping it up. And it will... Oh, nice play to save that another corner kick. Ball sent across. And it is Courtney Gilmore. Takes the turn. Gilmore gets the shot off. She goes high and just wide, but right idea. Left-footed Courtney Gilmore just misses. And it will be a goal kick here for the Bobcats. And it is Lester, or it's Gilmore getting the shot off of their left foot. So another goal kick here for the Bobcats. Ball chipped up off the head of Brunel. Laporte pushes it back over to Polomsky. Polomsky and Warwick battling for the ball. Polomsky sending it up, trying to find Pombrio. And again, a push by Pombrio, and unfortunately for Rachel, she's been called about 4 or 5 times for that call today. Polomsky sends it across up over to Lauren. Lauren trying to get by number 4 Boris, but it goes to the hands of Lajway. Lajway, nice punt. And it is pushed to Latchmore over to Blaze. Blaze will now chip it up over to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to get by one player. McGee knocks it up to midfield. It is Gilmore, Lindsay Gilmore. She's battling Durnan, and it is Gilmore. Actually, she was battling Burrow. Oh, nice feed across by Gilmore. Nobody there for Chazy. Her sister Courtney gets there, but she's being guarded by Warwick. And Warwick knocks it out of bounds, so a throw in for Chazy deep into Bobcat territory. We have 17 minutes and 12 seconds here left in the game, or the second half, as Calvin likes to call it, which I guess could be true if you go in overtime. And Blaze chips it back up. And again, this game is definitely a tale of two halves for sure. 5 goals in the first half, no goals here in the second half. And it is Gilmore. Gilmore's down. She gets up. And she's trying to work her way by McGee. Push after the play on Gilmore. And there's a kick toward midfield. Ball headed up by Pepper over to Lauren, over to Laporte. And it is Gilmore. Has it knocked away. Coming off her line is Lajway. Good job by Lajway calling for that play.
I saw Scott run by the ball, and I was wondering what was going on.
I know she got called off. No, it was good play by the goalie. And that's good communication.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to hear out there with these players.
You got to talk.
Absolutely. Speaking of good games, how about them Red Sox and that comeback? I will let you know, Calvin, in the 8th inning, I went to bed.
Before the Grand Slam?
But yeah, it was 5-1 when I went to bed. And wake up and I hear they win. It was actually, they play again tonight, I think. So the ball working its way to the end line, and it's kicked up by Jillian Scott. Ball headed back, and now defensively it is Warwick and Blaze. Blaze does a good job to get that out. Warwick is dangerous in the open field. She turned on the afterburners there, and it is Dania Burrow. And it is, and we have a push on Gilmore, it looks like, from behind. There was a battle. And so we have Dernan will take the kick, and I bet she has a powerful kick here. She sure does. Headed out by Blaze. Good play. But a nice feed by Dernan. And coming off her line is Logan Baker. She's got the ball. So we have under 15 to go here left in the half. Second half, that is. I like to say game. Calvin says half. He smiles every time I say that. And you have McGee.
It's 5-0. I say game. 3-2. I say half.
That all comes from experience, right, Calvin?
Too many times. Too many overtimes.
After 30 years of doing this?
Too many overtimes.
Can there ever be too many, Calvin?
Yes.
Yes. Well, if the weather's bad, yes. This isn't too bad. Except if this goes to overtime. Yeah, you're on your own. I got to head to Chazy. Bring back Sam.
Yeah.
How is Cousin Sam doing? I haven't seen him that
doing well
lately. And it is Gilmore. And we have a throw in for Chazy. And Latchmore goes to the open space. But back there defensively was Jillian Scott. And it is... And that's a push on Venn. So Olivia Blaze will give the ball up to Latchmore. She'll chip it up, trying to find the head of Laporte, but headed up to midfield, controlled by the Bobcats. Venn gets it up to Warwick, and it's pushed back, and it's Pepper. Pepper has some space at midfield. Now she goes to the far side, trying to find Lauren or Gilmore. And it's knocked out of bounds, so a throw in for Chazy. And as the sun goes down, it is starting to get a little cooler here in Bobcat country. And we're going to have a throw in with Courtney Gilmore. And it is Pombrio trying to break through there. Now it's Lauren. Lauren gets the shot off. And that hits the post. And... did not touch Lajway. So we have Amanda Wilson checking into the game here for the Bobcats.
I haven't seen a lot of subs for either team, Joey. It's been very limited substitutions.
A game of this magnitude, it doesn't surprise me. With a lot riding on the line here. Oh, nice push over to... back up over to Pepper. Pepper in the offensive end being challenged by Megan McGee. And it's chipped up, and it'll be another throw in for Chazy. So we are just under 12 minutes here left in the second half. Chazy with a 3-2 lead. It was that score at the half, and there's been no score here in the second half. So definitely a different game here from each half. And it is Pombrio trying to turn, gets the shot up high. She hits the crossbar, and it goes wide from Gilmore. And I got to say, that's about the 6th or 7th time that poor Rachel Pombrio has ripped the crossbar this year. And just a little bit lower. But a good effort by Rachel Pombrio. And the chip up here to the near sideline goes off of Gilmore. Gilmore being challenged by Dania Burrow. Or Dania Burrow, I should say. So we have a throw in here by Gilmore. Up over to Bailey Pepper. Back up over to Latchmore, and nice job defensively. Warwick coming back to help out. Gets it up over to Venn. Venn being guarded by Polomsky. And coming over to help out is Latchmore, trying to disrupt the play. Sent up, knocked away by Pepper, picked up by Gilmore. Gilmore working her way down the line. It's Gilmore taken down by Venn. Venn did a nice job trying to hold her up. Obviously wasn't done intentionally. And Gilmore, and that'd be Lindsay Gilmore, chipping it up off of Pombrio's leg. Pombrio wins that. It's still Pombrio. And it is Gilmore sending it up to the box. Lauren trying to get a shot off, deflects off a defender of the Bobcats. And we're going to have a deep throw in here for the Eagles as we are at the 10-minute mark.
Looks like Stevie Chilton's come prepared. He's got crutches right here for his granddaughter.
Yeah, it sure does. And it is Pombrio, and it's cleared out. So it'll be a throw in here for Chazy. And what I see of Chazy here so far in the last 5 or 6 minutes is they're playing like they're the ones down a goal. And that goes off of Gilmore. So we have a throw in, and it will be Megan Brunell. She comes right down the line off the head of Polomsky. And it is Latchmore has to watch out for Venn. And Venn turns up the speed, and good play by Olivia Blaze. Don't panic, just get it outside. Defense, let them settle. But quickly running up there is Danye Burrow to take the throw in. I don't know why that one throws me off here a little bit, but it goes into the hands of...
I think it's supposed to be Danya.
What is it?
Danya.
Danya, okay.
Like almost Danielle, but not quite. Danielle.
Oh, it's a pretty name, just you don't see it often. And when I look real quick, it's like it's not like Calvin,
Yeah.
A good Irish name, Calvin.
I've certainly learned a lot of new names since I started doing this.
I'm sure you have. It's that team that came from Long Island had a lot of North Country names there.
Yeah, but I'm talking about first names.
Oh, first name. Oh, yeah. And it is Hannah Hayes battling there defensively for Chazy, and knocked up by Megan McGee into the offensive end. It is Blaze. She'll just take it out. Olivia Blaze, a very smart sweeper for Chazy. Knows full well, don't get cute down there. Just knock it out. Give your defense a chance to set up. But they got to watch out back here. You got number 13, Danya Burrow. But it's at midfield. Chip back into Chazy territory. And again, it's a game of momentum. Chazy had it in Bobcat territory for a long time. Now the Bobcats have been in Chazy territory. But a nice effort by Courtney Gilmore. And Blaze chipping it up, trying to find Pombrio. Pombrio being guarded by Dernan. She gets a shot up, and nice curve shot, and nice save by Lajway. Be interested to see what the shots on net are this game. And there's the punt, shy of midfield. And a nice play by Olivia Blaze, just holding her ground. Gets it up over to Lauren. Lauren goes to the far side, up over to Gilmore. But a good job by Wilson, who checked into the game about 2 minutes ago. And Pepper and Wilson battle for the ball. They both go down. It's picked up by Venn. So both teams giving everything they have here in this game. Both teams know what's riding on this game. If you're just joining us, if Chazy wins this game, they'll win Division II. If the Bobcats win, they're within a half a point, or 1 point, I should say. And with each game to go, here's Warwick, and it is Polomsky. Charge on Polomsky from behind. So this is going to be dangerous right here. About 22 yards outside the box. And they have some players with some strong kicks, and we're talking about Taylor Dernan. And Logan Baker's got to be prepared in net, because Dernan can go hard at the net here. It'll either be a shot at the net or it'll be a set play. Time will tell. And she goes trying to get a set play. Ball lands. Then trying to get a shot off, pushes it back. And there's a shot off the end line. And nice opportunity for the Bobcats. But it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy with 6:14 to go.
Sub.
Think about offense. Come on. Come on. Hurry up.
And good call by Calvin Castine, the cameraman.
Jay noticed that my shoe was untied, but he doesn't notice these subs.
Yeah, well, he made it a point to let you know your shoe was untied.
Yeah, I know.
Calvin says, I don't come here to be made sport of.
I could stay home and have that happen.
So 5:36 to go, throw in here for Chazy. And it will be number 10, Amber Polomsky, taking the throw in here for Chazy. Pombrio trying to work by Durnan. Pombrio goes down, controlled by Durnan. Chipped up, past Warwick's head. And it's Laporte. Tries to go to the middle of the field. She does. Gets it up over to Pepper. Pepper switching field over to Gilmore. And Gilmore has it knocked away by McKenna McGee. So a throw in for Chazy as we approach the 5-minute mark. Chazy leading 3-2 in this very exciting, entertaining game here in Bobcat country. Throw in down the line. It is Lauren. And it's knocked away. And Hannah Hayes hustling back. And it's picked up by number 2, Pazer, who checked into the game. Has it knocked away by Blaze. Blaze chips it up, trying to find Lauren. Lauren with the ball pushes it back up over to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to keep it in, knocked away by McGee. Stepping up is Hannah Hayes defensively, and Hayes right there does a good job. And it is Gilmore has it knocked away. That's Lindsay Gilmore. And it is Olivia Blaze, chips it up to the near sideline. Coming over to get to the ball is Dania Burrow. Gets it onto the feet of Warwick. Warwick has one of the goals here for the Bobcats, as well as number 11, Taylor Durnan. It is Gilmore. Goes to the center of the field, trying to find Pepper. Pepper has Warwick coming on strong behind her. Sends it up over to Lauren. Lauren gives it up over to Laporte. Laporte has it knocked away. Gilmore knocks it up over to Pepper. Pepper goes to the open space, but there was number 13, Dania Burrow. She gets it to Warwick. Warwick switches fields with Venn. Back up over to Gilmore. We're now at 3:42. Chazy with a 1-goal lead, trying to keep it into the side of the Bobcat territory. And it is Megan Burnell going over to take the throw in here for the Bobcats. Sun's starting to come out again here at Northern Adirondack. A beautiful night for a soccer game on the 15th of October, 2013. Calvin Castine on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley doing the play-by-play. Chazy wins. They'll win the division. NAC ties, or win, actually a tie would be the same as a win for Chazy, as they don't lose any ground to the Bobcats. So the Bobcats would like nothing more to tie this game and get it to overtime and try to win this thing. And it's at midfield, and it's Polomsky. Polomsky working her way up. Polomsky has it knocked away, and it's Blaze will send it back. So at this stage, as you approach 2 minutes and 43 seconds, Chazy's just got to keep moving the ball forward. That's, if you're a Chazy fan, that's what you got to see him do. Defensively, the Bobcats have got to pick up their intensity if they want to get this game tied. So it's Lauren with the ball. Now it's cleared up toward the center of the field, and it's picked up by Warwick, controlled by Gilmore. Gilmore being guarded by McGee. She knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in here for the Bobcats. Number 6, Megan Burnell. Burnell gets it up toward midfield, gets by everybody. Hayes is there. It goes off a Chazy player, so it's a throw in for the Bobcats. We're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And the Bobcats are looking to get 1 or 2 more rushes here. And there's chipped up, and it is Venn trying to get the shot off, and it's cleared out, and it is Pepper and Warwick down there for the Bobcats, trying to clear it across. She does. Nice play by Blaze, and there's dangerous. This is dangerous, and it is Logan Baker was there, the sun in her eyes, and Baker got her hands on it, but that was a nice high shot. Good effort by the Bobcats, but Logan Baker stood up to the task with 1:30 to go. Baker off her line will take it, will take her time, will work her to her way to the 18, taking her time. She'll probably kick it to one side or the other. I don't see her kicking it to the center of the field. And she goes off to the right side, and it's pushed over to, from Pepper over to Gilmore. She sends it up, and a big booming kick by Scott. And here goes Van. This is dangerous. Van hits the goal post, and Chazy dodges a bullet. Baker was way out of the net, and that goal post is Chazy's best friend at this point. And I talked about 2 or 3 more chances, and the Bobcats have been unrelentless here in the last minute and a half with 3 grade A quality chances.
And they've even been relentless, let alone unrelentless.
Yeah, they've been everything. Relentless, unrelentless. A lot of pressure, Calvin.
But why doesn't that moon look nice, though?
You got the sun in the back, got the moon in the front.
That's right.
So 17 seconds, 16 seconds, and nice play by Laporte. So this game should come to an end with Chazy winning this game. But what a game it has been. Chazy will win this game 3-2, but wow, the Bobcats put that pressure on at the end, and it was Van hitting the goalpost. And I'll tell you, this game could have gone either way, and it's everything we expected, Calvin, here for this game.
I wasn't expecting 3-2 in the first half and nothing in the second half myself. But
no, but I expected a good game. A good game. No, I wouldn't expect it. I would not have called that. Let's put it that way. Good job by the officials, Hamilton and Sachs. I mean, some of the 2 best officials in the North Country here.
Is the camera still on?
Yeah, it is. No, it's cameras on. The boys are asking. Yeah, the camera's on. We're giving you guys your due. Good job, guys. So it is. Yeah, you're welcome. So the 15th of October 2013, Chazy 3, the Bobcats 2. Chazy will win Division 2 with that victory. And as Calvin likes to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Ellenburg.